Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand something very powerful today. The world has always tried to make us think that we are replaceable, that someone can come along and do what we do, think what we think, feel what we feel. But I am here to tell you with all certainty that they can never replace you. Your uniqueness is unmatched. Look at your life. Look at everything that has brought you to this moment. There is no one else on this planet who has lived your life, walked your path, or experienced the same things you've experienced. No one has your exact combination of gifts, talents, and perspective. Your story, your experiences, your way of thinking, it's something only you carry, and that is irreplaceable. You were created for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Too many people wander through life trying to be someone they're not, trying to copy someone else's path. But you, my friend, were designed for something far greater. You were created with a purpose, a mission that is uniquely yours. No one else has your vision, your insight, or your drive. Your purpose is what makes you distinct, and it is the very thing that ensures you cannot be replaced. Only you can bring your specific contribution to this world. And let me tell you this, the power of your impact is far-reaching, even when you don't see it. Every word you speak, every action you take, and every life you touch leaves an imprint that is yours and yours alone. The influence you have on your family, your friends, your community, or even a stranger, you have made a difference. That difference cannot be replicated. You are an essential part of the world's ecosystem. Without you, it would not function as it does. Your presence changes things, and no one else can do it quite the same way you do. But let me remind you of something else that's so important. No one else has walked your journey. The challenges you faced, the hardships you've overcome, the lessons you've learned along the way, they've all shaped you into who you are. Your journey has been uniquely yours, and it has prepared you in ways no one else has been prepared. It has built resilience, strength, and wisdom that no one else can have unless they have walked through the same steps you have. What you've experienced is what gives you the power to fulfill your purpose. No one can replicate that. Lastly, let's talk about your legacy. The legacy you leave behind is yours and yours alone. The way you've touched lives, the work you've done, and the values you've instilled in those around you will remain long after you're gone. No one else can leave the same legacy that you will leave. Your contributions are one of a kind. The difference you make today will continue to impact others in ways you may never fully comprehend. You are writing a story that cannot be rewritten. No one can replace the legacy that you will leave behind. So don't let anyone convince you that you are replaceable. You are irreplaceable. No one else can walk your path. No one else has your story, and no one else has the power to do what you do. You are special, you are necessary, and you were created to make a difference in this world that no one else can make. Stand tall, recognize your value, and know that there is no one who can ever replace you. There is something deeply powerful about the realization that your uniqueness is unmatched. In a world that often tells us to fit into molds, to follow trends, or to be like everyone else, it's essential to stop and recognize that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are not a duplicate. You are not a carbon copy of anyone else. There is no one who can do what you do, think what you think, or offer what you offer in the way that you do. Think about the thousands of people in the world all trying to be something or someone, yet despite the noise, despite the pressure to conform, your experiences, your strengths, and your perspectives make you irreplaceable. From the moment you were born, you have been unique. Your DNA is unlike anyone else's. Your journey, your struggles, your triumphs, no one else can carry the exact same set of circumstances or challenges you have faced. These experiences have shaped you into the person you are today, and they've given you something no one else possesses: your story. No one else has lived through the exact moments that made you who you are. There is no one else who has seen the world through your eyes, felt what you've felt, or learned the lessons that you've learned in the way you've learned them. Even when you think you've heard someone else tell a similar story or go through something comparable, it's still not the same. Your reaction, your thoughts, and your way of moving forward are uniquely yours. The world cannot replicate the combination of your thoughts, feelings, and the choices you make. That, my friend, is your power. And when you truly embrace this uniqueness, you realize that no one else can carry your vision. The dreams that you have, the ambitions you nurture, no one else sees the world in the same way. They cannot feel the pull that you feel to take action in a certain direction. They cannot share the same exact motivation that drives you to create, to innovate, or to lead. You have a unique purpose that no one else has been assigned. No one else can do what you were meant to do in this world. You are the only one with that specific gift and calling. What I want you to grasp is that the very fact that you are different is what gives you strength. It's what makes you special. The world is full of people who are trying to fit in, trying to conform, trying to be someone else. But in a world of imitators, you stand as an original. And let me tell you, being an original is a gift, a rare treasure that should never be taken for granted. There's no one who can replicate your soul, your heart, or your potential. And when you begin to recognize this truth and fully embrace it, you'll understand that everything you need to succeed has always been inside of you. Your uniqueness is the key that unlocks doors that no one else can open. It's time to stop doubting your value and start celebrating it. The world may try to tell you that you're just one of many, but that couldn't be further from the truth. You are a masterpiece, a one-of-a-kind creation. There's no one else who can carry out your mission, no one else who can bring your ideas to life. The uniqueness you possess isn't something to shy away from. It's something to step into with pride. When you own who you are and recognize the incredible power in your uniqueness, you step into your destiny with purpose and confidence. Never forget this: your uniqueness is not a weakness, it is your greatest strength. You were created for a purpose, and that purpose is not just a coincidence, it's not a random event. You didn't just happen to be here living in this world at this time. You were brought into existence for a reason, a specific mission, a unique calling that only you can fulfill. Now, you might be wondering, how can that be true? How can I, one person in billions, be so important? Let me tell you, your life is not an accident. There is a divine plan, a higher design that placed you here on this earth exactly where you are. You've been shaped by circumstances, by experiences, by the people who've touched your life, and by the very things you've gone through, all to prepare you for something greater. You have within you a power, a potential, and a promise that no one else possesses. No one else can fulfill the role you've been given. No one else can walk the journey that you are meant to walk. We often spend too much of our time questioning whether we matter or if we have significance in this vast world. But that's exactly what keeps us from understanding the truth about our purpose. The truth is, your purpose is not for you alone. It is meant to touch others, to transform communities, to shift the course of history in ways you may not even realize. The purpose inside you is bigger than your individual life. It's connected to the greater good. You were designed to leave a mark, a legacy that no one else can replicate. There's something specific you're meant to accomplish, something no one else can do the way you can. Your journey, your perspective, your gifts, and your life experiences are the building blocks for the greatness you are here to create. You might not see it today, but everything you've gone through, every challenge you faced, and every victory you've achieved is part of the preparation to step into that purpose. The world needs what only you can give. The unique combination of your heart, your mind, and your spirit is what will change lives. You might not always understand the depth of your purpose or how far-reaching it will go, but trust that it's there. The moment you begin to realize that you have been equipped with everything you need to fulfill your purpose, that's when you start to move with a sense of destiny. It's when you stop looking at the world through the lens of limitations and start viewing it through the lens of possibilities. Each step you take, each action you make, moves you closer to fulfilling the very reason you were put on this earth. It might not be easy and it might not come quickly, but the fact remains you were created for a purpose, and that purpose is unfolding right now. Don't let the doubts, the distractions, or the negativity of the world make you forget this truth. You were made for something extraordinary, and you have the power within you to fulfill it. Your purpose is not something you have to search for outside of yourself. It's already inside you, waiting for you to tap into it, waiting for you to recognize that you are here to make a difference. The power of your impact is something that cannot be measured simply by what you do or say in the moment. It is far deeper than the immediate responses you might receive. It's the ripples you create in the lives of others, whether they're aware of it or not, that define the true extent of your influence. You may not always see it, but the truth is your actions, your words, your energy, they affect people in ways you may never fully understand. When you walk into a room, you bring your energy with you. And let me tell you, energy is powerful. People feel it before they even see it. They might not always know why they feel drawn to you or why they trust you, but it's the essence of who you are, your authenticity, your commitment to growth, your determination that is felt on a deeper level. Your presence alone can inspire someone to keep going when they felt like quitting. Your story can remind someone of their own strength when they've forgotten how capable they truly are. But it's not just in the big life-changing moments that your impact is felt. It's in the small, seemingly insignificant acts, the kind words, the listening ear, the small favor. It's the encouragement you give when someone is struggling, the strength you provide when they need support. These things may seem like little moments in the grand scheme of things, but they are the moments that leave a lasting imprint. You may never know how much that one conversation, that one smile, that one word of encouragement changed someone's trajectory. And yet you will have changed it forever. Think about the people who have made a difference in your life. Who are the ones that shaped your journey? It wasn't always the grand gestures that impacted you the most. It wasn't necessarily the big speeches or the major turning points. It was those quiet moments, the ones that came when you needed them most, that made you believe in yourself. That made you press on when you were ready to give up. And now just think you have the power to do that for someone else. Your impact extends beyond your immediate circle. Your influence reaches far and wide through the way you lead by example, through the way you show up each day. The values you live by, the work you do, the kindness you offer, these things create a legacy that ripples through your community, through your workplace, through your family. It's a ripple effect that doesn't stop at your own door. It affects generations. It affects the world. Don't underestimate the significance of your impact. You may think that because you're not receiving applause or recognition, your efforts don't matter. But that's far from the truth. The real impact is not always the one that's applauded in the moment. It's the one that has lasting, long-term effects. It's the impact that sticks with someone when they need it the most. It's the difference you make without even trying, simply by showing up as yourself, by being the person who is willing to lead with integrity, who stands by their word, who is committed to lifting others up. You may never fully see the fruit of your labor, but don't let that discourage you. Trust that your impact is powerful and far-reaching. Keep sowing the seeds. Keep being the person who believes in others. Keep showing up, because the power of your impact is greater than you can imagine, and it will echo far beyond what you see today. There is something incredibly profound about your journey, something that no one else can ever replicate. No one else has walked the exact same path that you have. No one has faced the same challenges, encountered the same people, or walked through the same struggles and triumphs. Your experiences, both the triumphs and the failures, have shaped you into who you are today. And let me tell you something, no one can take that from you. The world has a tendency to look at our lives and judge them based on what they can see on the outside. They see the successes, the moments of glory, and sometimes even the failures, but what they don't see is the internal journey that we've all had to go through. The late nights, the inner battles, the times when we had to make decisions that no one else could understand. They don't see the moments when you had to dig deep, when you had to pull yourself up when there was no one around to lift you. They don't see the tears you wiped away in private, the silent fears you fought, or the sacrifices you made. Those are the moments that truly define you. Your journey has equipped you with a wisdom that no one else can claim. You've been through things that have shaped your mindset, molded your character, and strengthened your will. You've learned lessons that have prepared you for the challenges ahead, even if you don't realize it yet. You've had experiences that no one else can own because they weren't meant for anyone else. Every success you've had, every obstacle you've overcome has been uniquely tailored to you. It is this journey that will give you the resilience to face whatever comes next, and it's this journey that will push you forward when the world tells you to stop. Think about the way your journey has made you see the world. The way you view people, the way you handle adversity, the way you approach your goals, these perspectives have been cultivated by everything you've been through. Your choices, your decisions, your outlook on life, they are all a direct result of what you have walked through. This is what gives you the ability to relate to others in a way that no one else can. You've seen things, you've felt things, and you've experienced things that give you a perspective on life that is unmatched. When you speak, when you act, it comes from a place of experience that no one else can mimic. Your journey is not something to be overlooked. It is not something to be brushed aside or undervalued. You've walked a road that has had its fair share of difficulties and hardships, but it has also been filled with growth, learning, and moments of breakthrough. It's been a road that's forged you into the person you are today. And no one can take that from you, no one can duplicate it, and no one can replace the unique experiences that have shaped your life. So when the world tries to tell you that you're not enough, when people try to make you feel small or replaceable, remember this: no one else has walked your journey. No one has had your unique combination of experiences, your unique set of struggles, your unique victories. What you've learned, what you've overcome, and what you've achieved is something that belongs solely to you. Don't ever let anyone convince you that your journey is insignificant. Your path is what has made you powerful, and it is what will continue to propel you forward. Your journey matters because no one else can walk it but you. Always remember that no one else has walked your journey. The lessons, the struggles, and the triumphs that you've experienced are what make you irreplaceable. They are the foundation upon which you stand today, and they will be the driving force that propels you towards your future. No one can duplicate your path, your strength, or your story. You are unique, and your journey is a testament to the power within you. So don't ever let anyone tell you that you are replaceable. Keep walking your path with pride and purpose, because the world needs the unique contributions that only you can make. Your journey has shaped you, and it will continue to shape the world in ways that only you can understand. So stand tall, stay true, and remember, no one else has walked your journey.